Oh man, is it really dark in here? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna turn on light as soon as we get a couple more people. What's up, Silver Days? Let's go. Welcome to the live stream, man. Hope was good. Hope y'all doing good. More pain coming to the downside. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I don't want to say it, but I think the bear market started. I think the bear market started. Man, Litecoin. Oh man, it actually came back down to 70 bucks. Where did I say I was gonna buy it? $70 even, right? What is it at? Yeah, like $70.95. Maybe I'll buy like 10. And then if it drops even more, like 50 minus 50%, I'll buy another 10. I don't know. I mean, unless Litecoin comes and breaks down below $40, I mean, I really do think it's gonna go back up. And it's Litecoin. Like, I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think it's going anywhere. And just like that, we are back in extreme fear. Yeah, we were at fear, and then now we're back in extreme fear. How crazy is that? Oh, brutal. What's up, Fernando? How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. I'm going to turn on the light because y'all can't see me. There we go. It's just so crazy. How did we not get a giant move up? What's up, Chris, with a MFK? How are you, Chris? Welcome to the live stream, man. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start... Yeah, I got to start making videos on the live stream again because the ad revenue, my ad revenue is like substantially lower. But I don't know. I think I need to just I just need to, I don't know. I have to figure it out. What's up, Chris? Good brother, working like crazy. Yeah, that's good. Staying busy, man. Not looking at crypto and just letting your crypto basically run. Dude, look at what happened with Dogelon. How brutal is this? Oh my gosh, man. No reward for holders, man. Even SHIB. Look at SHIB. If it breaks down, we're probably going back down to like 502. Yeah, I mean, everything was just like rejected. I mean, yeah, what a monster move though. Look at this. Wow. Complete life-changing money over here. Even if you bought here, you still got a 1,000,000%, 240,000%. Oh my God. A 50x. Yeah, next area of support is 48, then 21. Loading up my spell position at a discount. Oh my God, spell hasn't even moved up. Yeah, spell is still at its low. Yeah, man. I mean, you're obviously taking a gamble on this because are you actually looking up the projects and making sure that that it's still basically alive and they're still posting and they're still making updates and everything? Like, how's the website? Yeah, I guess the website is still up, but yeah, do you know if the developers are still working on this project or are you just buying it? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's ever going to come back up to to basically where it was released at. So 2 cents. Yeah, if it ever goes back down, if it ever goes back to 2 cents, you're looking at 100x. So 100x is going to put the market cap around 4 to 5 billion. So the market cap, the highest market cap it's ever been was 2 billion. So they've obviously released uh, a lot of coins into distribution. So just be careful. You might have a 618 retracement. And if you come in here and if you still have it, man, I'd be like, hey, man, you either got diamond hands or you're probably gonna ride it back down to zero. But regardless, I hope you make it, obviously. But even back to its 618 retracement, Chris, you're looking at 2 zeros 46, given that we've bottomed right now, and that's around an 18x. So even if you're putting in $1,000 right now, you're taking out like 18 grand, and it doesn't necessarily even have to go back up to its all-time high. But who knows? It might go back up, but I don't know. Honestly, I'd be happy with any sort of 618 retracement on any of my coins that I was in, but I'm not even in OXT anymore. Omar, welcome to the live stream. XCN, please. Onyx Coin. Omar, do you watch the weekly update videos on Onyx Coin? So my channel, someone's a member, and they they requested XCN to be put on the watch list, so we make weekly update videos on XCN. So did you watch the weekly update video or no? I know I love it. Yes, I follow it. Okay, that's good. At least as long as you follow it. Should I sell? Fernando says, should I sell ETH and buy back into QNT? I thought Ethereum. I bought ETH at the local top. Ooh, first of all, I don't know. But second of all, the problem is that now you're okay. So you bought ETH. Oh wow, it actually broke through everything. I think, right? Well, it's not over yet for ETH. You could still come back up and retest 3 to 3,300 and then break out. But just like with Bitcoin, you got rejected and now you're under all moving averages on the daily. Extremely bearish. I can't really tell you because you sold ETH at right now you bought ETH at the top, right? And Quant actually had to move up. You know what I mean? So Quant had to move up. So what makes you think that Quant isn't going to come back up here? I mean, what makes you think that Quant's going to break 101? The only time that I would do that is if I knew that Quant was going to break 101 and basically send it back up to 134. Bullish over 101 on the macro time frame, but it hasn't been doing anything for the past 3 years, right? You've just been consolidating here. So, you end up selling your Ethereum for a loss. You come back, you put it in Quant, and then Quant goes down, and all of a sudden you're getting chopped up. So, I would, first of all, I would never put everything in. It was just funny because I did do that. But looking back, I probably shouldn't have. And just telling you what I think that, is a smart play is never putting everything in one. Or just, you don't need to necessarily buy right now. I would just hold your Ethereum, wait until it goes back up. And any extra money that you have, or if you actually really want to buy Quant, then buy it at 100. So buy that right now, and then keep buying it on the way down. I mean, you could just you don't have to put everything in at once. So if you have $1,000, you buy 500 now, and then put in another 500 when it hits $72, and if it does. Like, that extra money isn't going to be life-changing anyway. So just hold it, ride it, and if it goes down, then good, you get to buy more. And if not, then it doesn't matter because you're still in profit anyway. But I wouldn't advise selling your Ethereum at a loss right now and selling it to quant, selling it for quant, because quant already had to move up and Ethereum just dumped. So you're selling Ethereum's dump, you're buying quant, and Ethereum's probably going to have some sort of recovery rally. Luna says Monday fun day. Let's go. Yeah. Hey guys, just FYI, we're going to be live every single day this week, or this month. I was going to say this year. Yeah, we're going to be live every single day this year up to 2025. So feel free to stop by. Some live streams are going to be longer, some are going to be shorter. For the most part, they're always going to be at least 1 hour long, but on the weekdays it's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So of course Bitcoin has to be bearish, but it's fine. We're going to be live regardless on how many people we get and everything like that, so it really doesn't matter for me. So 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and on the weekends, it's going to be in the morning. Fernando says, I wanted to make a play to get profits and buy back into quant, but it didn't work out. Yeah, so you sold your quant. Quant went up, and you bought Ethereum, and Ethereum went down. Yeah, you should have just held. So right now, if you do the exact opposite and you go back into quant, most likely quant, you're looking back at it, quant is going to get rejected here. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but quant, you already got stuck at the 382 at 101, and now you're printing a red candle. So, chances are we're probably going to come back down to $70 anyway. But I would just, I would wait. And don't get emotional with it, and just don't get chopped up. That's the worst thing that can happen is you getting chopped up. That's happened to me. That's happened to all of us. So don't even feel bad about it, man. Luna says HODL is the best model. Yeah, if I HODLed my coin, and my coin went to the abyss. Look at this. This is brutal. Yeah, there was no HODLing for OXT. Look at this. Lost all my money in here. Freaking scammers, dude. And there's going to be one really big pump to get everyone excited. Just when everyone thinks it's dead, it's going to bring people back, and then it's going to spend the next 4 years basically dying. Or it's just straight up going to die. Fernando says, I'll buy even more if it goes lower, but buying back now confirmed I have less quant holdings. You got to do what's best for you, but Ethereum is going to get a bounce at some point, so just don't get chopped up. Ethereum is, you're already really close to oversold. Hopefully over here. What can happen is you could actually make a higher low on the RSI and a lower low on the price, and then that could theoretically put in a bottom, and then we could move in from there, but I don't know. What's up, Smash Toshi? Welcome to the live stream, man. I still hold a few coins. I should be good. I still hodl a few coins. I should be good. That's good. Yeah, I'm hodling 0.002 Bitcoin. Let's go. I was just up $10. Yeah, I was up $10 and now I'm down $5. How crazy. How crazy is that? Look at this. Look at my weekly chart. I was up to $210, and then overnight it just went all the way down to $195, so minus $15. The volatility is absolutely insane. But then again, it's no longer hey, I have $20,000, $30,000 in the market, and the volatility is $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 overnight. So I don't have to really, it's relieving not having to worry about, waking up and being down like $3,000-4,000 since I'm spot trading. I'm not like, since I'm buying and I'm holding. Shadow Frost, welcome to live stream, man. Follow the trend. It's either bullish or bearish. It's definitely bearish, in my opinion. Were you in Vision's live stream today? I bet him. He has to come to my live stream and send me $1,000 super chat if Bitcoin goes to $20,000 by January 1st, well, December 31st, 2027. So by at any point next year, if it touches $20,000, I get a band. If not, I have to send him $7 a week in 2027 to fund his Crunchwrap Supreme addiction, his Taco Bell addiction, and his Diet Soda addiction. Which actually is funny. I don't think you can get Diet Soda and a Crunchwrap Supreme for $7. Yeah, that's insane, man. What a ripoff. But anyway, I think it's bearish. I think the top's in, and even in my last video, I'm really surprised. Like, my last Bitcoin video didn't even get any, like, a lot of views, and I don't want to say we called the move, but we kind of did. We kind of called the move. Let me bring it up.
Lock in growth without locking up your money. A Marcus no penalty CD offers both
the breakdown of the Bitcoin daily chart down through some major support levels on both EMA ribbon and the Gaussian channel on the daily and on the weekly. And based off what I'm seeing on the chart month ribbon, what stands out immediately is that the daily EMAs have fully flipped bearish. Okay. Bam.
Now,
price was at $90,000 when I made this video 2 days ago.
The 20-day moving average.
We got rejected at the 20-day moving average.
Basically, the price has not only slipped below all four, which is again bearish on the daily, but it's been rejected from the underside band at around 92,680. Now, this coincides perfectly with our level of resistance that we've been talking about, which is 91,388. So in the last video, even before we had this move up, if you look at the last video, the Bitcoin video, we said, hey, look, it could come back up to this level, and this is the previous area of support that's flipped resistance, which coincides with the 20-day EMA. If it doesn't get through this, then we are going to chop around or come back down and retest this low. Okay? So just keep in mind, that's exactly what it looks like is happening. But I'm not saying that to be super bearish, because the next candle could just be green and we could just break out of this area of resistance. So there's
Anyway, so you can clearly see that I called, no, I'm just joking, but like I went on to say, obviously you could say two things, right? It just depends on I hope you guys know how to take this information, because a lot of people take it too personally. Like, oh, you said it was going to go up, you said it was going to go down, but it's not even about whether whether I'm being right or I'm being wrong. It's more like hey, we're stuck at resistance, and we could always break out, but just remember that we're getting stuck here, so we could come back down. So what that is, what that would tell me, or say for example, I wanted to dollar cost average Bitcoin, I'd be like, okay, so you know what? I'm going to wait in case we break down, and if we end up getting to the next move up, then that's theoretically where I'm going to be taking profits. Or it doesn't even matter, because I'm just accumulating. So, man, I got to get a new chair or something. This chair is definitely, I think this chair outdid its performance. No, actually, this chair is 1 year old. I think I think I need to get some sort of padding for it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that right now on Amazon Cyber Deal. But yeah, that's a funny bet. Yeah, I'm actually going to send it to him too. It's funny because I don't, he didn't read it, but I told him that it's 52 times 7, right? What is that? 52 weeks times 7. Yeah, that's $364. And in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm just going to send it to him. And then I was like, oh, no, I'm not. Because our deal is weekly. And I feel like if I send it to, like, if I lose, which I don't think I'll lose, and I don't, like, I really hope that he ends up, like, what do you call it? He ends up following through with his end of the deal, which would be so funny, but I'll feel bad, but, like, it'll be pretty funny. But I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just send you if I lose, I'm just going to send him everything at once. But then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to do that, because if I do, he's probably just going to gamble it on some sort of, like, doo-doo coin inu or something like that. So I'm actually going to send him $7 a week every week for 2027. And yeah, that's it. I think that's pretty funny. Silver Days, welcome to the live stream, man. There's really nothing happening here. Look at OXT. Oh my god, these ancient Mews. Dude, these ancient Mews went, like, high, so high. Yeah, look at this. Hopefully it doesn't show any of my personal information, but look at this. Should have just bought a bunch of ancient Mews. What are we doing? Hopefully it doesn't show my email. No, it shows it up there. So I can't really scroll up, but look at this. Oh my god, man, these ancient Mews, these are, so I don't know how old you guys are, but in the Pokemon movie back in the day, oh my god, when was this? Yeah, in 2000. Oh my god. What am I doing with my life? No, I remember going to the movie theaters and getting one of these. And I mean, obviously I don't have it anymore, but wow, look at this. Look at all these sales. Yeah, they're like, somebody's like buying a whole bunch of these right now. Anyway, should just buy a bunch of ancient Mews. Silver Day says, Zebek, please. You got it. Yeah, Zebek might have broken down. No, it didn't. Oh, it did break down. Yeah, so Silver Days, just like we said before, we said that we had resistance at 28 to 33. You came back up, you got rejected, and now you're hanging on to the 236. Anything under 28, you're probably going to come back down to these lows, okay? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be bearish, but you're probably going to come back down if you don't get some sort of reversal right now. That doesn't have to be the end-all be-all. You still have macro support here at 22, but you can see that the next area of support is 17. So typically, again, you really want to stay over the 382, which right now you're still clinging onto. But if we don't, then you are looking at a drawn out, like, brutal lower low, lower high, you know, sideways action, basically going back all the way down to these previous lows. So I really hope I'm wrong and it's just like blasts up on out of here. But I mean, you've been here long enough that you know I am very consistent with saying, hey, once this area of support breaks while you're in an uptrend, you're probably going to come back down to the lows. So I really hope I'm wrong, and I really hope it doesn't, and we just continue. But, you know, we're at it right now. So we're at 28 right now. So it does look like, you know, it's trying to break out. I really want to see price action over 28 and 35 for Zebek. So that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Clifford the dog says, do you have any long-term price predictions? Some of the price predictions are wild. So Clifford the dog, I make weekly update videos on XRP. Yes, XRP to $1,000 is absolutely insane. We over here are very practical. We make very reasonable price targets where we leave it up to you to decide to sell. And if you don't sell, then that's on you, and it's because of your greed. But if you sell, then you just be happy with the money you made. Anyway, especially with a coin like XRP. XRP is very bullish, in my opinion. Saying that, it's very bullish. We're still staying over macro support, which is $1.39 to $2. So I think XRP's target on the upside, which in my opinion is 650. So I think that as long as XRP stays over this area, this box that I have drawn out, I think 650 is in play. So worst case scenario, it's like that's still a really big capitulation, like 40%, 31% capitulation to the bottom of this band. But you know, as long as it stays over $1.39, 650 is in play. And then if you really, really, really want to like know, like, okay, well, like, what's the next realistic price target for XRP? I think that's when we can start drawing our fibs a million different way, and you can say XRP to $28. But the reason why I haven't drawn that out or put that on my weekly update videos is because we're not going to skip over 650 and then just say XRP to $1,000. No, XRP needs to break 650, and when it does, then we can start looking at areas of support like we have here and say, hey, it needs to stay over this area of support for a continuation up. And if it doesn't, you are and you will come back down to X, Y, and Z targets. So anyway, I hope that made sense. I don't know if you're new to, no, you're not new to the channel. I think you've been here before. So yeah. But that's what I think. Silver days, the XRP bull, let's go. Everyone had it. 25% of people didn't have a good Thanksgiving. Hey, whoever didn't hit yes, man, I really, happy Thanksgiving. I hope things turn around for you. I really do. I don't even know you guys, but if you didn't have, that's not good seeing that, you actually went out of your way to hit no on did you have a good Thanksgiving or not, because that's just, we're all in this together. Like, we just really, really, really want to make it out of here. Silver Day says rise, please. Meow. What's rise? Oh, you know what this thing? What in the world is this? You know what I was looking at? I was looking at KeyCat. Yo, what's going on with KeyCat? Why did it come down this low? This is crazy. I never thought I was going to see KeyCat at 8.9 million. Same with Dog and Me. Dog and Me is actually, yeah, it's doing the same thing. Yeah. At least you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. It's cold in England and I was busy. Are you not watching Jerome Powell's speech? No, do we want to? Let me see. Is he live?
My dentist told me I'm cleaning my retainer wrong. Aligners, not garis. Retainers. If you wear them, I'm sure you probably
we're not gonna watch this. It's indifferent anyway. Makes no sense for me to watch that. We're just here looking at our coins, coping and hoping that we make it. There's no point in looking at it. Didn't have a good Thanksgiving because I had to work, but I'm grateful. Hey, I hope you got, at least I hope you got like double pay for that. At least I hope you made like extra money for working on Thanksgiving. Yes, he is live. Excuse my manner. Happy Thanksgiving. No, you're fine. But I'm not going to watch him. I don't care about him. Obviously we'll know what he says if Bitcoin ends up going down. Wasted Memory says, I'm just waiting to buy Doge for when it hits 10 cents. I'm not buying anything until then. After that, I'll lower my DCA on book. That'll be easy since I don't have but about 1K liquidity in JT. So you don't have, so you're gonna dollar cost average down with $1,000. Is that what you're saying? Is it going to come back down to 10 cents? Yeah, next level of support. I mean, the next level of support for Dogecoin is 12 cents 70, and then I guess on the bigger time frame, you're sitting at 9 cents and 11 cents 80 and 8 cents. So yeah, I think on the macro time frame, you're probably going to come back down and retest 8 cents. That's just my theory. It might even break lower, man. Came up. Like, we might get something like this. Where you actually come down and make like a lower low. And then you validate like this big channel. Right? I don't know. Luna says, it is all so tiring. I literally just feel like not turning on any medias. TV, social media tomorrow, just silence. Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. Just watch some Christmas movies. You know, I think you'll be fine. Just watch some Christmas movies. Oh, let me drink my diet soda. Psst. No, I'm just joking. I literally just feel like, oh, and I already read that. Yes, I got holiday pay. Okay, good. I was gonna say, damn, you worked and you didn't get like double time. That's crazy. Like, why work at all then? You know, or like some sort of incentive to work on holidays. I remember one of my first jobs I ever had was working retail, and you got paid more during the holidays, and nobody ever signed up. I always thought, I was like, what? Like, we got paid like more? Like, oh yeah, I always signed up. I would be like one of the only people that always signed up for holidays, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, things like that. Like, oh, people wanna spend time together on holidays. What the hell are they doing for 364 other days? Like, we're all hanging out anyway, you know? Like, what? Like, it's not like you go 364 days without seeing your family. Like, I'm sure like you guys can do Thanksgiving on like, you know, a weekend or something or whatever. You know what I mean? Now I only have 1K of liquidity in Bonk with 0002, so I can move that crop ton. So I can move that a crop ton. Nice, okay. Are you sick, Luna? Please check the following. Liquidity, Uniswap, AVAX, and meme coins. Fog and Punk. Oh my god, Sajin with the list. It's okay, I'll take a look at it for you. We're pretty slow anyway. Best Christmas movie, Elf or Trading Places? So my wife and I, we watch a series of Christmas movies every single Christmas time. And we actually like put up all the lights. Well, she puts up all the lights. So after November, after Thanksgiving, it's Christmas. That's just the rules. And then we just watched Elf. Trading Places, which one is that? I wonder if that's one that we watch. Trading Places. What is this? No, this isn't one that we watch. What's the Arnold one? The Arnold one with like the toy? What was that one? Jingle All the Way. That's one that we watch. That's a good one. Another one is a recent one is Christmas Chronicles and Christmas Chronicles 2. We just watched those two. All right, let's see liquidity. Let's start looking at these coins for the gentleman who asked for a list of coins. Where is the pairing? Well, thanks for putting the ticker. That really helps. Yeah, so for liquidity, I mean, this thing obviously is all the way at the low. Does it even have liquidity? Who knows? This is what it's named. Yeah, I mean, this thing's all the way at the low. It does look like it's, yeah, it's, okay, yeah, like it looks like it is inflationary, but at this point it seems like all the coins have been released, so you don't really have to worry about a big, a big distribution being unlocked and, you know, flooding the market. So, you know, if you've bottomed here, then I would say not using that wick. I'd say bearish under $1.31, 29, bullish over 266. You know, the moving average bands are compressing here, so I do think you are in for a move up. Now, just keep in mind you could still make a lower high here. So 56.69 are resistance, and then I'd say 96 cents is in play. And then on the macro time frame, $1.29 is still resistance. So keep in mind, I just gave you a lot of targets, but you could still come back up to any of those points, get stuck, make a lower high, and then it's still bearish. You're going to come back down, if not make a lower low. But once this area does break, then 266 and 854 would be the next targets on the upside. That's for liquidity. Uniswap, I was looking at Uniswap because it's on Robinhood. So Uniswap, unfortunately, you came back up. You got stuck at the 382 at $8.97, and you got smacked back down under $6.11, which is macro bearish. So bearish under $6.11, bullish over $9. So for Uniswap, unfortunately, Uniswap doesn't have any floor. I don't know where it's going to land. We are moving away from being neutral on the RSI, so you know, you might get a little bit more selling, but there is no more, I mean, there is no support, right? There is no more support for Uniswap. Yeah, these coins, and then Avalanche is another coin, right? It's all the way at the low. So Avalanche, you actually broke the, yeah, you actually broke the 236. So it came up, you made a lower high, you got rejected. You actually came back up to 618 twice, and then you made a lower high. So even if we come back up to $25, you could still come back up to you could still come back up to $25 and still make a lower high here and validate this downtrend. This is very, very, very bearish. So and obviously there's no more support for AVAX either. You broke support, so I don't know if you're going to come back down and refill this wick at $8 or if you're going to move up from here, but just be careful with it. You said, let me get the bag, time and half of food going to be there when you get home. Yeah, slightly under the weather. Got it. Elon is coming. Yo, EBG, welcome. Dude, dude, holding Elon is brutal, man. Look at this. It's actually ended up breaking down. It's actually going to end up breaking down, and the next area for Elon would be like, what, refilling 39? So my 5.1K is going to be my 5.1K that at one point was 68,000 is going to be worth like $3,900. How crazy is that? Oh my god, you put $100,000, you put $60,000 in? No, I put in like 6K or something, and it went up. I didn't sell it. You want to know why? Because it ain't enough, baby. You gotta make $1 million. No, I'm sure enough of these is gonna, like, I'll be happy with that next time. At least I know I can. At least I know I can do it. You know. At least I know I can do it. It's just I need to, kind of like program myself and say, okay, hey, this is enough. I'll take that and do it again with something else, but. Brutal. We're headed in this coffin right now. There's Interstellar over here. And we're on that dead planet. Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd are hella funny. Helly. What the helly? Yeah, Eddie Murphy's of course very, very funny. We always watch The Haunted Mansion, the original one, with Eddie Murphy. every single year for Halloween. That's one of the movies we watch. And dude, that movie is so funny. Like, he's just such a good actor. Such a good actor. All right, to the prince who came in here. Oh, you said Flog and Ponk. Flog. What's Flog doing? Yeah, man, this thing got so yeah, like this is exactly what we're talking about, right? So from the high to the low, we had resistance here. So if you were me and if it wasn't good enough, if a 369% pump wasn't good enough, you basically came back down, got stuck, made lower highs all the way down, and you made a lower low. So I'm not saying it's dead, but just keep in mind that you already did come back up to retest the 236 at 1 cent 90, which is a big move, right? Yeah, that itself was 200%. So it is still bearish under 1 cent 90. I'd say you need to break this area of resistance, which will invalidate this downtrend. You're just basically dying right now, making lower highs and lower lows in this channel. So once this area does break, why does it smell like smoke? Then I'd say to the moon, and reversal is incoming for Fog. It is a gamble. Obviously, it's a 50x back up to its all-time high. I don't even know, was this ever a 500 million market cap? Yeah, this was a 500 million market cap. So now it's sitting at a 10 million market cap, 13 million market cap. So it has a relatively okay, not too great lock, but at least it is lock liquidity to market cap ratio. Still under 20%. Yeah, around 20% lock liquidity, which isn't bad. But it's a 50x back up to its all-time high. So anyway, it is a gamble play. Maybe it'll go lower, but that's pretty much it for Flog, and then same with Ponke, right? Let me just make sure my wife's not on fire. Give me a second. Wait, what? Wait, is you smell that though? Oh, okay. Huh, is that smell closed? Does it smell smoky outside? Okay. Well, I was smelling anything here, so maybe it's just the front of the house. Hey, what's up? Here you go. All right, let's see. What was I gonna say? Yeah, for Ponk. Same here. The same thing happened, right? You came back up. You probably didn't sell, or people were waiting for this breakout. 257%, made a lower high, and then broke down. So the same thing is valid here. So Ponk doesn't have the move up yet. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but Ponk doesn't have this move up yet. So maybe you do get some sort of relief rally that pushes you back up to the 236 at 7 cents. That itself is going to be around a 135% pump. Now looking at the RSI, you are extremely oversold right now on the RSI. So keep in mind, last couple times we were extremely oversold. We did get a recovery rally. So you have never been this oversold on Ponk. This is historically speaking, this is the first time that you're at 23.67 on the RSI, which is extremely oversold. Yeah, which is extremely oversold. So I do think that a recovery is in play, but it just depends. Are you going to get greedy and are you trying to hold it, or do you believe in the project? And for the most part, I don't even think it's greed. I think that some coins will just eventually go back up. Some coins will break this and start basically flying out of nowhere. So in that case, what you really want to see is price action over 7 cents and 12 cents, and that's pretty much it. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And yeah. Man, my viewers chart is so bearish. Sajin Mubarak. Sajin, congratulations. 8017 says, thank you very much for your analysis. At least you're not on fire. That's pretty funny. Other recommendation tokens for analysis based on speculation. Cock Inu. Oh my god. What's going on with Cock Inu? This is Matthew Dropco. I hope he's doing okay. Matthew Dropco's coin. Cock Inu. Yeah, so you're still in this downtrend right now. So nothing's really changed from this from the last video that we made. You made lower lows. I'd say bearish under 6041 and then bullish over 6070. So yeah, I mean, you could still come back up to these levels 100%, 200%. Everyone could pile in and basically it could come back down and make a lower low. So huge gamble here for Cock Inu. Arrow is a good one. I think Arrow is holding up pretty well. Well, it was. Yeah, but the same story, right? 236382 breaks, you come back down and you retest this area of support. So for Aerodrome, I do think that you know, you're probably going to come back down at some point and retest this area of as resistance. Sorry, as support at 41 to 55 cents. And obviously, if this thing breaks, then you're going to come back and make a lower low, validate this downtrend that's forming. But on the upside, it needs to get over 62 cents and then $1.04 cents, and then I'd say to the moon. And then let's take a look at Ondo. Ondo Mondo. Yeah, Ondo. What the hell happened to Ondo? And I guess, yeah, Ondo's next area of support is 40 cents, and then filling this wick also 27 cents on the downside. Honestly, if Ondo comes down to 27 cents, I'm probably gonna buy it. Like, I'm probably gonna buy some. Not a lot. Not a lot. I'm never doing what I did before. Probably like a couple $100 and that's it. And I'll be happy if it goes up like 2 to 3x, and I'll just take my, like, you know, $200-300 profit out. But yeah, if this thing comes back down to 27 cents, 28 cents, that would be a very good buying opportunity. What would that make Ondo's? Yeah, that would be a very good buying opportunity. 28 cents would, yeah, you'd probably sit around like $600-700 million market cap. Total locked value is 1.82 billion. So right off the bat, based on the market cap, it is not extremely, but it is undervalued. But keep in mind, they do have a release schedule, so it is inflationary. Obviously, the next time that they're releasing coins is January of 2026. So if it does get dragged out, and if price action, you know, selling pressure does increase, obviously when this happens, you're probably going to see selling pressure in January. And then after that, it's going to be, so it's every year in January, actually. Yeah, all the way to 2028. So you know what? Never mind. I'm probably going to buy in 2028 because I'm not a fan of coins that have these crazy release schedules, you know. And then FET, Artificial Intelligence Token, or whatever it's called. Yeah, so for FET, yeah, at least it's actually, it's holding the low. So for FET, we do have resistance here at 38 to 60 cents. So we could still come back up to this area, get stuck, and come back down. Once you break this area, then I say to the moon and FET to the moon. But until there, you're probably going to chop around and probably, based on the trajectory, break down. Next major area of support is filling this wick at around 12 cents for FET. So that's what I think. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I looked at all your coins, so now you owe me $1,000. And thank you so much. I'm just joking, but yeah. Yeah, oh my god, so bearish views. Like the most, we peaked at 17 today. Wow. We peaked at 17. That's crazy. It's all good. One day, it's like one day I'm gonna be like one of the top YouTube crypto Bitcoin people, and you guys are gonna look and you're gonna be like, oh my god, we used to watch this guy when he had like 17 people watching. Or I mean, technically, 5 people. I remember when I had 5 people. Gearthin. I remember Gearthin. Oh my god. God's Rare Creation. Welcome to the live stream, man. We're going to be live every single day in December. 5 p.m. So this time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the weekdays, and then morning time during the weekends. But thank you so much for coming by. The reason I'm telling you that is because I know you come by, and you could come by every day and ask for Aventus, and I'll take a look at it for you. So for Aventus, I think we broke. Unfortunately we broke key levels of support. So for Aventus, yeah, I mean, we broke $1.20, we broke 96 cents. So yeah, I mean, this isn't bullish at all, man. Unfortunately, you can see the next area of support does coincide perfectly with this bottom at 72 cents. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to come down that low. Also, keep in mind that the RSI is extremely oversold on the daily for Aventus, okay? Typically, when this happens, we do get some sort of recovery rally and some sort of bounce. So theoretically, if I was buying Aventus, if I wanted to buy Aventus, I would buy it right now. But just keep in mind, again, we could still keep going down to 73 cents. That would be the next area of support, which will actually be a double bottom here. And anything under that, then obviously you're probably going back down to, at that point, 41 cents would be the next area of support. Obviously, there's a million different ways to draw it, but we'll take a look at it at that point. But that's pretty much it for Aventus. And then as far as the top side goes, you do need to break $1.54 to 228. And once you break that and invalidate this downtrend that's forming, target on the upside would be $4.27, $6, $11, and then I think Aventus eventually will be up to $50 if it does manage to get the market, the volume, and if it starts getting listed on platforms, because for the most part it's been on these 4 for as long as I remember. So I don't know what's going on with Aventus, but it's just not getting listings. Why is everyone quiet on this chat? Is alt season dead? Basically, it's dead, ruined, and delayed, man. I'm up to see any news from Powell. Gonna sleep in 25 minutes time. In terms of noise, Aster, Aventus. I am trying to make €1,000. I hope you do, man. I hope you make it. I hope you make more than €1,000. Hey, I saw Aventus on Robinhood, man. OP and ARB, I hope you clip these as shorts. Your views will pop and climb. Oh my god, we got a cat crossing here. Hey, we got a cat crossing here. No, I haven't. I'm not doing the whole clipping thing just yet because I really have to figure out, because again, I want my channel to focus more on just making Bitcoin videos. So I don't want to pump out as many videos as I have in the past. So, yeah. But I think for the sake of ad revenue, I need to start doing it because when I was doing that, especially live streaming every single day, I was getting like just off of ad revenue, I was getting like $5 to $10 a day. But I was also uploading like 20 videos per night. Like after I would get off on the live streams, I would upload like I would have to edit and upload like 15 videos. So I've been subscribed to you for some time, but let's go. Thank you so much for the support, man. Epic did a 7x since I first told you. Did you buy it? Wait, no it didn't. What are you talking about? Epic's down. Epic Cash. Oh. Let's see. Did I make a video on this? Probably not. Yeah, you broke the 236382. You broke out. Yeah, wow. Did you? I hope you wrote this move. I mean, this was a 6x, 600%. It's still holding 200%. Just keep in mind that you did break. Yeah, you did break 44 cents, so it does need to get back over 44 cents. If it doesn't, you're probably going to come back down to 19 to 27 cents before we can look at the next move for Epic Cash. So, just FYI. I'm thinking about getting Ray-Ban, like the Ray-Ban glasses, so that I can live stream using my glasses when I'm out and about. Like when I go play cards and stuff. Also, Epic, not Epic Cash. Okay, well, Epic. So it was this one? So it's not up 700%. Epic. Yeah, which one are you talking about? Let's see. Yeah, there's only two. There's Epic Chain and Epic Cash. So I'm assuming you're talking about Epic. This is down. The other one was better. Understood about clipping on YouTube. Also Epic. Yeah, okay. I already read that. Yeah, talking about that, I should probably make a Bitcoin video. Oh, welcome back to the channel where we just talk about Bitcoin. Nicole says, why is it very profitable to sell old crypto wallets through... Oh my god. Is that actually a bot? There's actually a bot in my channel right now. Hey, honestly, it's fine though. I'll take that, man. I get another viewer. Let's go. Londo, welcome. The best stressed person in the live stream. Let's go. Happy I caught this live stream. Yeah, so I'm going to be live every single day this month. So 5 p.m., around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every single day in December. I got to start the year off strong next year because obviously the ad revenue for December is going to get paid in January. So I have a goal and I need to reach it. So when did you turn into such a bear, bro? What do you mean? When BTC broke all of the indicators? I turned into a bear when BTC broke 103, and I even said it. I said I'm it's over. I said no, it's I didn't even say it's over. I said that's what I said. Your vote is going to be XRP based, but if you have alt season, it will be Solana season. Solana has the Alpine upgrade. So it has to drop 35% for you to turn into a bear instantly. Bro, there's like, I'm not sitting through the bear market, or I am sitting through the bear market, but I'm not going to say it's going up like when we broke all the indicators, when we basically broke all the indicators on the weekly, and yeah, bro, this thing looks like, yeah, I'm sorry, but this looks very, very, very bearish to me. It's over, bro. Revo Steve Orb. That could be like the orc language. Revo Steve Orb. Work. No alt season this run? I guess not. I didn't get one. Did you get one? Did you see an alt season this run, man? I didn't, unfortunately. Londo says this run is only memes and BTC and Ethereum. Alts are decomposing. Bro, let me show you my run. Hey, Brian Mirko. This was my run. No, like you said, no alt season. Hey, man. This was what I held for 5 years. This was one of the coins I held for 5 years. And then this was the other coin that I had. And I still have a little bit. Like I downsized, thank God, at 62. So, like, you tell me, did I get alt season? No, I didn't. Brutal, man. Freaking brutal. R.I.P. to Monad Show. Oh, yeah, I know. I was like, hey, but he said he sold. But, I mean, I literally, like, I'm like almost, I can't say I'm 100%, but I'm like 99%. So people just don't want to hear it. Same with IP. Do you remember when IP came out? And I was like, oh my God, this is one of the coins that's going to go up and then we're going to go down. And that's exactly what it did. Same with like even Monad, right? We even said, we're like, hey, dude, like this thing is literally, it's releasing coins. It's literally releasing coins right now. Because it used to be even, and now the market cap is higher than 10%. So it was 10%, now it's 10.83%. So like they're already releasing coins. There's like literally, they're like literally doing it in front of our faces. But we already know. Yo, that adventure suit disappeared. No, he made money though. He made money. Remember, he said he sold. So we have to go with what he said. He said he made some money and he's letting his profits run, which clearly his profits went down because it didn't run. So he's still fine. My XRP popped from 48 cents. Yeah, but you held a real coin, man. Like, yeah, of course you had an alt season. You had 48 cents. It's still at $2, man. You can still sell and get out. I think XRP. We already looked at it earlier in this live stream. But yeah, XRP is still bullish in my opinion. As long as XRP stays over this box, then 650 is in play. And obviously, yeah, you're still up. Like, you know, for, what was it, 48 cents? Yeah, you bought here. You didn't even buy the low. You bought like average, right? So you're still up 3x, man. So you did good, man. You did good. I was expecting more. More than one coin? I don't know what that means. Like you only have... Oh, like you were expecting more of your coins to go up like this? Yeah, bro. I had like one major coin and it just never ended up going up. So I got screwed. It's over. Personally, I think bull run happened. BTC was 30K. Did a 4x to 120K. ETH upgrade on third would cause a minute rise, then drop. Not sure if Solana will follow, however. We are an AI stock bubble. Everyone is waiting for a crash. That is true. I did call it, technically. Haha, I called it. I called the crash, guys. That's funny. Yeah, man, just sit on cash. I mean, I've been saying this for like months now. Oh my god, it was like 6 months ago. Yeah, 6 months now. I can't believe like Nvidia is still farming people. People are gonna get absolutely wrecked, man. I can't even like... I really hope that like people that have like stock advisors and stuff like are telling their people like, hey, you should sell. I mean, granted, I thought this was the top here. I thought this was the top, and it still went a little bit higher. So I really hope those people will like tell their people, hey guys, like maybe you should, you know, sell and take profits, or sell and take your money out and sit on cash, because we're about to go through a freaking economic crisis, a reset, which is good for me, but it's probably bad for rich people. But it's good for me because I'm not rich. It gives me an opportunity. But actually, if you're rich, it doesn't really matter, because you're like you're just gonna let it ride anyway. Or at least if you're smart, it doesn't matter, because in like 10 years from now, the price on your actual real stocks, not these meme garbage coins, are gonna be even higher, unless you bought Disney, which is freaking crazy, because I was looking at that. Like, what is this garbage, man? There's no, like, this thing is going to go up. Like, there's no way that Disney's been this price for 10 years, man. This is literally, like, just consolidation for the last 10 years. Unless it's a Head and Shoulders, and then you're basically about to break down. If that's the case, that's brutal. But I do think Disney's a good play. Especially with them building their new park in like Saudi Arabia and streaming services and all that good stuff. So let's see. I bought at 420. Wait, what did you say? You said I bought at 4 cents 20 with his profit. He bought. You said okay. So he bought with his profits. Thought I remember. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. People don't just disappear like that. Oh, you think like he basically got wrecked and he's like, all right, I'm out? Yeah, I got wrecked, but I'm still here. I'm sorry, I don't... Oh. Yo, Jason Sinkar for the first super chat of the night. I'm an hour and 9 minute in, dude. That's the first super chat. Yo, thank you. I mean, you really didn't even have to, but hey, I really appreciate it. That's awesome. That's the first super chat, man. Let's go. Monad and Toshi. Oh my god. Hey, Jason Sinkar, you didn't buy Monad like at 4 cents, did you? Please tell me you didn't buy Monad at 4 cents. It's okay if you did, but it's okay because you super chatted. But I really hope you didn't. Yeah. So let's take a look at Monad. Yeah. So just be careful with this coin. Obviously, let's look at it on the hourly. You already probably had a bounce, right? God, I hate changing this like every single time. Yeah, so you already had a bounce, okay? So Monad already had a nice bounce, so it's 382, which was a 36% pump. Keep in mind, you got stuck in resistance. So if it doesn't break 3 cents, you are going to come back down and retest this low and maybe make it lower low, okay? So that's a complete gamble if you're buying in now, because you're buying in resistance and you're hoping for a continuation up. Now taking a look at Toshi, I don't even know what happened to Toshi. Yeah, Toshi's holding, yeah, so Toshi's holding support here at 3034. You already came back up to our box at resistance 3044 to 52. So just keep in mind, as long as you consolidate here, that's fine. But what you really don't want to see is price action below 34. And if you're holding it, then you want to see price action over here. And if you're trading it, then you already had the opportunity to trade this move, which took you back up to resistance before getting smacked back down to the low. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate it. And if this thing runs, I mean, you're looking at almost a 5x back up to its all-time high. And then you're looking at a 20x to all-time highs around. That would put Toshi at 1 penny. So thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate that. More than just XRP to pop. I have oh my god, you have Digibyte? Dude, I used to make weekly update videos on Digibyte because there's a member that was their coin. And I think they gave up because they canceled their membership. And then I've never seen them. But like they were huge in Digibyte. ADA, that's okay. Algo, good luck. XDC, good luck. Doge, that's okay. And it's been underwhelming. You did good with Doge. You did good with Doge and XRP, but the other ones were just like never ended up going up. Bull run happens when the stimulus hits. Yeah, that's if. Do you really think John Asensio, bro? I haven't seen that name in like a year. Welcome to the live stream. John Asensio, where have you been? I haven't seen you since the last stimulus check. It's crazy because I used to make videos back in 2020. True story. Yeah, exactly. When everyone gives up. So I sold majority of my Dogelon position, which means that now it can actually go up. Oh no, it's actually still going down. I sold at 62. Dude, I'm so happy I sold. Where did I sell? I sold it like here. Yeah, like here. I sold it here at 62. And oh my god, I can't believe it. But see, that doesn't even matter because the second this thing gets a giant green candle back up, it's like, oh, well, there goes, like, you know, it's like, oh, well, I missed my chance. How's Digibyte, though? I haven't looked at that in, like, ages. Yeah, Digibyte's super bearish. Yeah, Digibyte's just making lower lows. So if it's bearish, then you're probably going to break the low and make a lower low. At that point, I mean, what's support, right? Yeah, at that point, yeah, there is no more support. You're probably going to come back down to 2028, which that itself is like over a 50% capitulation. Capitulation. 56% capitulation. Wow. AJM says, what do you think about cookie dough? I think that if it's chocolate chip, I'll take a bite out of it. But if it's like M&M or if it's like peanut, actually I'll take peanut butter too. But if it's like M&M or if it's like sugar cookie or something like that, I'm not really a big fan of that. And Virtual's Protocol, I'm not a big fan of virtual reality. You know, it's crazy because, so back in the day, when COVID hit and everyone, you know, basically started, you know, working from home and things like that, I had a virtual reality headset, and I, for a short period of time, I created an office space in virtual reality, and it was like my own spaceship, and it was like outer space, right next to the sun, and have my little heat dish on me. I could feel, you know, augmented reality, whatever you call it. Anyway, and you had the opportunity to actually like type on a virtual keyboard. However, it wasn't as productive. So in the future, it's going to be great. Like that's definitely something that I'm going to be investing in, because imagine like, being in a pod and being able to go like anywhere you want and meet like have meetings in like a virtual space where it's all like there, like you're not physically there, but you can actually see it. You can see an avatar. You could like walk around and things like that. That's the future right there. But it wasn't there yet, and it was really annoying, and productivity was low on it. So I was like, you know what, it's not going to work out. So I ended up selling my Oculus Quest 2. Yeah, Oculus Quest 2. And then I actually saw when Apple came out with their augmented reality, but it was $3,000, and they could go F themselves because there's no way in hell I'm going to pay $3,000 for augmented reality like goggles. Anyway, that's what I think about Cookie and Virtuals Protocol. I'm just kidding. I'll actually take a look at those two for you, but that's just what it reminded me of. What do you it's low. How have you been, bro? I've been working. Market took a turn. It's over. Yeah, I mean, dude, you basically missed the beginning of the bear market. What do you think about Ski Mask Dog? Will it be the dog face of base like SHIB is to Ethereum and Bonk is to Solana? I'm surprised Samo isn't the dog face of Solana. Wasn't Samo the first meme coin on Solana? So what the hell happened to Samo? Like, why is this thing going to zero? Right? What the hell happened to this coin? This is what I'm scared is going to happen with Dogelon. Just imagine that. I'll take a look at it for you. I refuse to sell DGB at a loss. If it goes to hell in the meantime, it goes to hell. But I believe everything eventually will go up when everyone least expects it. I believe that. I'm just like done with it, and I'd rather just focus on my YouTube channel. Those Ray-Ban glasses look interesting. Might get a pair eventually. I want to get one because when I play Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll put my glasses on, and then you guys can follow me on Instagram. And then when I'm not live streaming about crypto, you guys can watch me play like my nerdy stuff. Hey man, crypto influencer in the making here. That's the goal. You guys are gonna have to follow me wherever I go, like Speed. Or like like those other people. Oh, who's that guy? Oh, just some guy that's holding 2.002 Bitcoin. Let's go. See, people don't get it. People don't get it, but you guys get it. Have you heard of... Oh my god, look at the robots back. I remember seeing Bonk at 10 million, and I was like, I wish I had 10k to put into that coin. Same feeling I'm having with Ski Mask Dog. Oh my god, there's a Ski Mask cat. Yo, that's crazy. There's a Ski Mask cat. You should buy this. Oh my gosh. Ski Mask Dog. Yeah, I mean, this thing's sitting all the way... Oh, wait, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, so next area of support for Ski Mask Dog on the macro time frame is a 1 cent 20. Yeah, 1 cent 20 and 1 cent 20. That lines perfectly. It doesn't necessarily have to come down this low, but just keep in mind that is the next area of support. It is relatively a small market cap, and back up to its all-time highs at 20x. Has it ever been a 20x though? Like, has it ever been a 30 million market cap? Or sorry, 300 million. Yeah, it has. So I mean, it's fully diluted. It has almost 300,000 holders, so you might be onto something. It has okay lock liquidity to market cap ratio. It's not too great, but it's okay. So yeah, I mean, what you really want to see for Ski Mask Dog is a break over 3 cents and 4 cents 90. Just keep in mind if you can still come back up to this area and get stuck. So if you're holding it, you're going to hold it back down to the lows, and if not, making a lower low. But if you're trading it, then theoretically that's where traders are going to be taking profits. So, oh, Cookie DAO. Sorry, got distracted with the story I was telling you. Cookie Dow, let's see. Yeah, so Cookie Dow, I think it came down to support, right? What is that, the 786? Yeah, it's 786. So if it breaks 4 cents 40, you're going back down to the lows at 1 cent 90. And given that it's the low here, if you're holding it, you need to see a clear break over 9 cents to 13 cents. If you don't get that, then that's where traders are going to be taking profits. So if you're trading it, that's where traders are going to be taking profits. If you're holding it, you need to break this area of resistance. And if it doesn't break, you're making a lower high, validating a downtrend. You're going to come back down. And if this low doesn't hold, this support doesn't hold, you're going to break down and make a lower low. That's pretty much it. Not financial advice. Let's go. $199. And I have 0.002 Bitcoin. Look at this. Oh, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of myself. I finally have only Bitcoin, even though it's only $100. Let's see, virtuals. Yeah, so virtuals. Unfortunately, you need to break 107 if that doesn't hold. If that doesn't break, 74 needs to hold. If that doesn't hold, then you're probably going to come back down and fill this wick for virtuals. So that's pretty much it. Once 107 breaks, then you're looking at retesting the 618, which you've already retested twice, but it looks like you're just making lower highs here. So you might even break 107 and go back up to 145, make a lower high, and then break back down. And that's pretty much it for virtuals. And I think, yeah, we've been live for 1 hour and 20 minutes now, so it's 6 o'clock. I think that's it. I think we're gonna call it here. Just remember, we are going to live stream every single day this month. So 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and on the weekends it will be in the morning. So feel free to come by tomorrow. I hope we go up. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And I'll see everybody